So guys, duplicate rules is nothing but the rule to find the duplicate record in the system. Okay. So let me go back to our notes. Okay. So we've done with the filter, lookup filter. So today we will finish the duplicate rule. Okay. So guys, as the name says duplicate, so it means it will find the duplicate and stop it, or it will give you a warning. Okay. To find duplicate and stop such records. Okay. So it will not let the duplicate record to get inserted. Okay. Or it will give warning. So it's not like always it will block. You can even give an alert that it is there is a duplicate record going to come. So those are the two things, okay, which are there. So let's go back. So to create a duplicate rule, guys, you have to go to quick find, okay, search for duplicate. And if you see here, you have the duplicate rule. Duplicate rule also need the matching rule, okay. So we will also check that. So first is duplicate rule you have to create. You go to duplicate rules. Now here, there may be chance that you get the standard duplicate rules already, okay, as a part of your Salesforce, or you will get few duplicate rule. Like if you see this standard account duplicate rule, these are already there in the system. So if you want to create a new one, you go to this, select which object you want to create duplicate rule. Okay. So let's suppose we created a object new brand, right? So let's see that object here. New brand. Okay. On this, we will create a duplicate rule. So now here you have to give the duplicate rule name. So you have to find a, okay, like what duplication you want to stop. Maybe you don't want a same name record, right? So you can say new brand with same name. New brand with same name. We can create a new brand with same name. Okay. So now if you see here, enforce sharing rule or bypass sharing rule. So sharing rule, as you know already, which we have already learned, that sharing rule are nothing but it helps to share record between users, basically, with the help of either public group or role subordinate, all those things. Okay. So same is the case here. Do you want to apply those sharing rule or you want to bypass? So I want to apply also. So that is what the bubble signifies. So it means if a user has a record, then only he will be able to get the duplicate error. Okay. If he don't have, he won't be getting it. So based on the user, basically user sharing. Next is action on create. So whenever a creation is happening, okay, do you want to allow it or you want to block it? As I told you guys, it will give you either warning or it will not let you to insert a record. So that's where it is here. Similarly, when you are editing and this rule finds duplicate record, same thing you can do, either give allow, and you can even alert or report. Okay. And what message? So it would be a common message you want to give. So you can say brand name is duplicate. Brand name is duplicate. Okay, that's where you can manage the message. Okay. Then comes the matching rule. Okay. Matching rule says what match do you want to see? Okay. So which field do you want to match? So let's suppose Shravan name is there, right? You don't want two names having Shravan. So similarly, the matching rule will be on name field, right? So you create a matching rule by clicking here. Okay. But before that, you have to see the another condition. Do you want to give any entry condition like this matching rule should fire whenever some condition meets. So let me go to brand object. Okay. So here we just have to see whether there is any prerequisite. Okay. Prerequisite means any detail which needed before it, like type is new. You can have this type is new or old. So based on this, you can do an entry. So whenever type is new, you want to fire this duplicate rule. As simple as that. I repeat, you can build this varying rule as a conditional criteria as whenever a type is new, then only this uh, duplicate rule should fire. So that way you can manage it here. But still, if you don't want it, you can skip that. That's an optional. So you can directly create a matching rule. Okay, you just want for all record. Okay, so you come back here. Now matching criteria. So I want it on name field. So brand name. Okay, exact match is an option. Do you want to consider blank values also? Like with blank also will be considered as duplicate. So no two record can be blank. You can even put multiple, like contact is also same. Okay, so you can put multiple also. So that is a those are the options basically. You can put both and you can put extra logic like and or not. The way you have already seen it in previous guys. The same thing you can put like filter visibility. So same way you can put multiple matching criteria. So I want to match only on name right now. So I don't want anything else. So then I'll save it. Okay. So my matching rule is saved, but if you see the status is inactive, so I have to activate the matching rule. Okay. So click on activate. So with this, your matching rule is activated. Now, if you see matching rule, so that's why I told you duplicate rule, matching rule. So matching rule is this active and it will be always incomplete if you don't have a duplicate rule. So duplicate rule is this one, but this is also not active. You have to activate it. Okay. So you activate the duplicate rule now. Now you come back here and with the same name, this one, if you try to create another record, like I want to clone it. Okay. So if you see, I'm trying to clone this. And if I try to save it, if you see, it says this record looks like there's an existing record. Make sure you check the duplicate record. And if you click on view duplicate, you will be able to find that this was the duplicate. And see, you gave the message, right? This is the message. Brand name is duplicate. Okay. Now that is called as, and if you see, I'm able to save also duplicate record because I allowed it, right? Allow. So that's where it is allowing me also. But let's suppose I want to block it. You have to select block and then, save it. So saved. Now, if I want to create again, okay, clone. If you see, if I try to save it, it will give me error. If you see, this is right now, it is a red error. It means it is blocked. Previously, it was not like that. Okay, I won't be able to save it. If you see, if I click on save, it will keep giving me the error. And if you see, the duplicate records are 2. So that is where your duplicate will help. Okay. Similarly, if you want to edit it, okay. So let's suppose edit will work right now because this is an existing record, but already match the criteria. So I'll go ahead and open this record and I will try this. I'm not sure the name exactly. It was, let me go back. Okay, this is the name. I want to copy exact name. Then only it would be considered as duplicate. Okay, so I'll go back here. Come here. Come here. Save it. And I'll try to save it. You see, it allowed. Reason being on edit. If you see on edit, I've clicked on allowed, right? I have not even created alert. So I can put this alert. Okay. On edit also, now I have put the alert. So first I have to save without duplicate and then I'll try it with duplicate. And if you see, now I got the alert. So that's where your duplicate rule fire on edit. Any questions, guys? So that is all about our duplicate rule, guys. Okay, I'll go through again. So we in order to have a duplicate rule, you have to make sure you have the a matching rule also present with duplicate rule. And remember, after creating, you have to activate it. Okay, and duplicate rule have two options: allow and block. Okay, so I'll keep a note also. So you have two options: either you can allow or block records insertion. Okay, with message, with alert message, guys. Okay, alert message. Okay, and so and duplicate rule, as I told, it will on the criteria on because of some criteria, I would say the matching, it will find your duplicate record and it will give you a pop-up, or it will stop you to insert the duplicate records. Okay, any questions, guys? Okay, there is one more thing, guys. Okay, let's suppose you want to edit your matching rule. Okay, and if you see there is no edit option here, either you can clone it, okay, and then create new one. Okay, so that is something which you guys have to think. But there is one more option. First, deactivate it. Okay, if you want to edit it, first deactivate it. But deactivation will not happen until unless you deactivate the duplicate rule. So first is you deactivate the duplicate rule, then deactivate the matching rule, and then do the edit. Okay, so you cannot directly do the edit on this. You have to first deactivate them. Okay, so I have to deactivate this. Okay, now I will go to your duplicate rule. Sorry, the matching rule. I'll deactivate it now. Okay. And after deactivation, I have the edit option. Okay. Now I can edit the matching criteria. Okay. So if you see, now I have the options, I can do an addition. So that's where you guys have to keep in mind activation, deactivation also. Without that, you guys won't be able to go forward and, save records. I'll stop the recording here and we'll discuss about the other things.